Frankie goes to Hollywood. Hey, yo, Frankie. Frankie.
What's going on, y'all? It's Huggie Pacino back with a quick video. Well, I'm gonna try not to make this too long. So a good friend of mine, not this girl at the top, but a good friend of mine on my list, posted this, and she said something about this is why it's important to move slow or some crazy shit. So I have not read this these set of tweets where he's basically, you know, breaking down certain things about what women should do or something of that nature. So I thought, well, let's read this together. I'm gonna start it off, and I don't never read all of this, so I'm gonna go through it with you all, and we're gonna break this down. I'm gonna break down if it does make sense or not. So here we go. First thing he says, and pardon the grammar. Girl, I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this, having dealt with or are dealing with this guy. I'm gonna break him down and give you cheat codes. Cheat codes. First of all, there's no such thing as a cheat code to a man. Either he's a man or he's not. Either he's responsible or he isn't. Either he wants you or he doesn't. And there's guys that pretend, but you don't need a cheat code because, like I said, either he wants you or he's not. Same thing with women. There's no such thing as a cheat code. Like, there's a cheat code to success, but success is not having the man want you. That's game. Now, that's what he should say. Game. It's not a cheat code. It's not a game. Anyway, get game is, I ain't gotta explain it. Anyway, let's continue. So, you meet this guy via Twitter or Life or whatever. Seems cool enough. Not sexy, not ugly, but attractive. Like myself. Carries himself well. Like myself. In fact, he carries himself very well, like myself. 2 times. Is that 3 times? I forgot. I ain't count right. So he appears even more attractive to you. Good dress, sense, smart, not trying to be the next J. Cole. Why J. Cole, bro? Why did you have to just say J. Cole? Really? You just really had to just say Jermaine? Anyway, let's continue. Y'all start talking and the vibe is dope. Like y'all connect. Convo flows. He's really easy to talk to. Text back timely. The whole 9. Okay, let me address that part. The connect thing is important. Conversation flow is important. Text back timely is not important. That don't make sense. Okay, just because he texts you back on time don't mean shit. Because if a person is texting you back timely, he probably has nothing better to do anyway. But if he doesn't text you right back, do not hold that against him. And this is what you call a cheat code, as he says. But let's continue. Y'all go out. He's amazing. You have a great time. Perfect gentleman. Stop using the word perfect to speak to these women, Mr. Nonprofit, whoever you are. Let's continue. Everything is lit. Y'all go out again. So this is the second time y'all going out. Right? Y'all went out the first time, you go out the second time. And I want to put that out there that the first time he never even mentions if y'all even had sex. Did y'all just go out? How did y'all even start to, okay, so y'all just went out and that's it? You gave him a kiss goodnight. Break this shit down if you want to talk to these people in general. This ain't got nothing to do with him being right or wrong. I'm just saying, if you're going to explain the story and you're going to tell these women shit, be more explicit and explain in detail. Let's continue. So now, y'all go out again, more of the same. So basically, it's the same type of date, same atmosphere, same good energy, blah, blah, blah. So now you're hype. You hype. Goodness, bro, you couldn't just say you are. Wow, you possibly are you? Really? You can do that? Okay, anyway. Now you're hype. You got you a fine dude. He's upgraded in your head because he's not weird and awkward. And y'all really start to gel. Okay? He's a real gentleman. So he doesn't even bring up sex. You thinking you caught yourself a good one, and you have. ... I'm just going to be honest with you. It's 2020. If a man is taking you out on your second date, sex need to be on the table. And I understand a lot of y'all want to just hold yourself. I get it. Sex needs to be somewhere as a discussion. Not saying you and him per se. Sex needs to be somewhat of like of a discussion about, how many partners have you had? Like, when was the last time you had sex? Like, those type of questions should come out. Like, so don't believe the hype about, sex doesn't even, because sex don't have to necessarily be a discussion about you and the man himself having sex. Sex just needs to be a discussion, even if it's small. Because I've had small discussions about sex with women that I've met that actually were introduced to me by women. But I digress. Let's continue. And then it happens. You text one day and he replies slower than usual. That's that bullshit I was just telling y'all, right? Just slow enough where you can tell something is off with you two's energy. And there you go. See, this is not a cheat code. What happens is he probably is busy, but you can't just blame the response time, because remember he put that on the table like that's a thing, like that's a problem. You understand? But anyway, he doesn't call as often. He's not as hyped to you to talk to you. He still likes you, but you can feel this sense of doubt in him. Are you carrying these women to the emotions of what they should feel like? Anyway, this could be weeks in or months in, but you can tell something ain't right. You think he got a girl on the side? That's stupid. Why he gotta have a girl on the side? Why can't he just not be interested enough to just put all the energy, like, you just took you on the second date and you never said what she's done. You never said what type of energy she's presenting. This is such a one-sided thing so far, but I'll hold a little bit. Let's just see what we get. Let's keep going. This could be weeks in or months in, but you could tell something ain't right. You think he got a girl on the side, but nah, that ain't it. Now, keep in mind, he wants to put that as an idea, even though he says, but nah, that ain't it. You see that? So what happens, it triggers your thought process of maybe, just maybe, even though he's telling you, nah, that ain't it. But let's continue. You hit him up, no reply. All of a sudden, he's busy. Boy, you wasn't busy when we were cuddling. You were selling me dreams. You never mentioned nothing about cuddling. You said dates. Oops. And let's be honest though, you never said nothing about y'all was at home chilling on the couch, because that's cuddling. Watching a movie. Yeah, let's continue. Oh goodness, I can tell this is gonna be stupid. He had you thinking you wife material. No. Just because he took you out on 2 dates, nigga, what? Then how old is this dude? You gotta be like, this is stupid. Anyway. He's seen your best makeup blend and dress combo. Y'all might even had the best sex. Now he's switching up. Wait a minute. Whoa. Wait a minute. What you just say earlier? You just said he don't even bring up sex after the second date. I'm lost here. Like, y'all might even had sex. So at first you bring up something in the dialogue about maybe he got a woman on the side, but now that ain't it. And now you say, y'all might have sex. Now he's switching up, but you know what he hadn't done? But no, y'all ain't had sex. He said y'all might have had sex. He never cleared up the fact that should even never been an idea. But let's continue. So you being you, hit your girls up. And of course they know help. Like, they can really help, but you need to vent. You're supposed to vent to the man. Because I'm pretty sure, because he never said the communication was off. Like he don't answer the phone, But anyway. So then it says, you dang near ready to drop this fool. You see how dumb he's talking? And sue him for time wasting. You mean wasting your time? Well, you can't be this fucking intelligent at all. But he hits you up. Sorry, love. Been really busy lately. So you created this scenario of a guy that plays like this, like you created this scenario Like he just really just created a fucking story. He finesses you with words. No. He shouldn't be finessing a woman with words because the woman should realize that he's not really interested and move on. Like, give them that game. But anyway, let's continue because you say they get finessed. So they sound reasonable, but you don't buy it. Wait a minute, huh? Well, he didn't anyway, he's sus now. Okay, I'm starting to think this is a woman. Or you you're a guy pretending to be a woman at this point. This is not what a man would say, right? But you go along with it because feelings. Basically trying to say that y'all stupid as fuck. Because your feelings is the only thing that, gets you finesse because they sound reasonable. But you don't buy it, but you go along with it because you're dumb. Basically, that's what he's writing without telling you that. And this real man would not say this shit because, anyway, he probably said he's been busy, work stuff, family issues, needed to think, really like you, and I don't want to ruin it too fast. What? And if you notice the screenshots here, people have left comments. They have left comments about this shit. Without even reading it in full detail, but I digress. You explain he can't be inconsistent. He says he understands. Ain't no man trying to hear that shit. Now, no real man ain't trying to hear that shit. I'm inconsistent. What? If I'm inconsistent because I'm busy or I got shit going on, let's just say, because I don't know where he's going with it, but let's just say all that shit is real. I'm busy. I got shit going on. You telling me I'm inconsistent, but remember you venting for your friends, but this is how you're venting to me saying I'm inconsistent? That's not venting to me. You should have did that before you told them to talk to their friends or they have talked to their friends or this is what you presented that they have done. But anyway, this is sounding stupid. You know what you want and you thought he did too. Now it's different. You're now annoyed because either sexually or emotionally, you've let him in and now he's unsure. Why would he even waste your time? Like, see, this is all about catering to the idea of what she feels, what she's going through, not what he's going through. Because what if he's not fucking feeling her? What if it's something about her? And maybe he doesn't want to be honest, which is a flaw on his end because he should be honest. But you never even said, what if he feels a certain way? So that's why I say you can flip this whole discussion around and make it a dilemma any way you want. Anyway, you're now annoyed because either sexually or emotionally you let him in and now he's unsure. Anyway, he went from a stranger to a genuine interest to an amazing guy to, man, he's serious about me, to wait, now he don't know. And it usually ends two ways. He dates you out of internal pressure he never told you about, or y'all have to fall off. The first one sucks. He convinces himself he knows what he wants and convinces you to too. Y'all date, but he never fully emotionally commits. What? Y'all make memories, moments, and he meets friends you like, and all the way in love. He thinks he is, but deep down, he's always had doubts. The day comes where he makes some BS excuse to break up. You heartbroken. He hurt too. Only because he hurt you, now not because y'all broke up. Or y'all fell off before you end up dating. In the back of your head, you're like, why? What if? It's annoying that you wasted time. So, y'all reading this thread sounds eerie, familiar, right? So what happened? Where did you go wrong? Why you switched up? Let's find out. Boom, let's backtrack. You were always fine as hell to him. When y'all started talking the plan, what? When y'all started talking the plan? Was always not to play any games. What? Anyway, we most guys never plan to break hearts and play or just have sex and dip. The plan was always for you to be the one. Serious. The vibe is amazing, like real dope. Everything is great. You're so mature, so put together. We can't believe you like our ugly selves to be honest. What the fuck is this nigga talking about? Where y'all find these people? Where these guys come from? Like, this is stupid. Like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever read. Like, you just make the man look like he ain't shit in trying to explain how all of this developed. And women ain't gonna even look at this and say, you know what, this is pretty stupid. I understand what he's trying to tell me, but this is dumb. We go on dates, get to know each other. It's lit. We so hyped off the connections. Like, you sound like a goofy ass fucking feminine ass guy. Like, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. You using words like lit and hype and connections. And you ain't even explaining. Anyway, I don't even want to get into that. We start speaking from our emotions, aka selling dreams. So now you're saying that the man went from just speaking from our emotions. So now we're selling women dreams. Thing is, they're not dreams. We want this to happen. We legit see you as our girl, our future wife, all that. So we're not lying. And because we're not lying, that's why it's so easy for you to believe us. It's all legit. Everything legit. But then it happens. The feeling comes usually way earlier than we tell y'all about it. It's unexplainable. It's this feeling of doubt. This what if feeling. We try to ignore it, but we can't. But by now, you done told us how much you like us. And when you see us going and how you gonna make us better, let me repeat that. We try to ignore it, but we can't. But by now, you done told us how much you like us, where you see us going, and how you gonna make us better. Don't no woman's supposed to make no real man better. The man's supposed to be better for make you and your relationship better, not himself. The hell is this? And we know you're serious. The issue is now we regret selling you dreams because maybe we need to slow down. You did nothing wrong. Guys, just take longer to develop those permanent feelings. We spoke to you based on temporary feelings, and now we need time. LOL, time. The thing, yeah. Oh, I'm so fucking baffled by what I just read. Let me start over. The thing where we need time is genuinely true. It ain't a front, but it turns a relationship, a future relationship, into a situationship real quick. Yeah, you're not a man. You sitting up here talking about situationships. Anyway, we need to go personally inbox you on Twitter. We need to have a debate, whoever this dude is. So your name is an oxymoron too, non-prophet. But I digress. We need time to make sure the dreams we sold you based on temporary feelings can actually be for real. What? So you saying that a man sold dreams, but now we have to fulfill the dreams that we sold that weren't even real? If that ain't the dumbest shit I've ever seen written to a woman. Oh, we feel pressured, honestly. If not by you, then by society. If not by society, then by friends. If not by friends, then by TV and culture. And by now, we just want you happy. So what do? We literally tell ourselves, I'll handle this emotion later. We convince ourselves we're ready for stuff we're not. We convince ourselves and convince you after the period of uncertainty that we're good to go. We start dating, you ecstatic, you hype. The fuck? Okay, like, bro, you just talking too much at this point. You just writing too much just to be keeping them in suspense, because the more I'm reading, I'm like, bro, when you gonna get to the point? You date to marry. He knows that. I'm so sick of that fucking I'm so sick of that stereotypical thought that every woman just date to marry. Because if that was the case, she would have let her fuck first. And twice. Oops. If you really date to marry, do you really just want to be having sex randomly with a guy because you just feeling him and we lit and it's just, come on, man. Anyway. Whew. He knows that because you keep tweeting about it. First of all, you already led with the first thing saying, met him on Twitter. So basically, this is an idea of meeting a man on Twitter. Because she tweets and shit. Like, stop it. So he knows you're serious and he's happy. But deep down, man, let me also reference this. Stop publicly talking about your relationships and letting each other know who you're in love with, because that's a problem whether people like to admit it or not. Because when people know y'all are happy, people will try to come in and fuck that up. Especially if y'all tweeting. Because today, I love my girl. And then the next day, fuck her. I can't stand her. And then you'll be talking about, I'm with this other girl. And then next thing you know, they'll be like, damn, this man got 3 different girlfriends in 1 year. And then when that third girlfriend is gone, now you talking about I'm single and single and single. And then now women are going to be looking at you funny. Because they like, damn, man, you're not even consistent with the girlfriend you with. Like, you can't even keep one. But maybe that's game. Or as he calls it, the cheat code. But anyway, deep down, that feeling of uncertainty never left. Because we didn't deal with it properly. You just talking in circles, bro. And with every day that goes by, it gets stronger. By the time we break up or fall off or whatever, we've already mentally broke up or physically cheated because of that feeling. So you telling me a man is fucking somebody else? What? So the breakup is like, oh, well, we fucking somebody else. So you fucking somebody else. But you never mentioned nothing about they were in love. You never mentioned anything about there was consistency and then he cheated. Because what if the inconsistency is about him not feeling her? He never throws that out there. What if there's something wrong with her? What if the sex was bad the second time? Like, oh, goodness gracious. Like, it's so much you can say, but you just got one fucking side of scenarios here. So, guys, sound familiar? Girls, sound familiar? How does this guy go about fixing it? Let's explain this then. Just walk away. Because if he's basically being honest, like, it is what it is. But anyway, ladies, there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do to make that feeling go away. Why the fuck did he write like this? There, period, is, period, nothing, period, you, period, can't, period, do, period, to, period. What the fuck is this nigga doing? Make that feeling go away for him. Stop blaming. Oh, stop, period. I'm off beat. Stop, period, blaming, period, yourselves, period, for, period, his, period, flaws, period. So this is just a cater to women. This is what this is all about. This is to make women feel like, yeah, it's not my fault because everything is wrong with him and nothing is wrong with me. That's basically what you're telling them. You have said nothing comes, like, she's done nothing wrong. So what happens is you just put us in a fucking negative box as men and say, well, it's gotta be us. You cook better than his mama. No, hold the fuck up. That's rare. Because women ain't cooking like that. Not in 2020. Your head game is A1. Okay, yeah. You got some good head, I feel you. You pray for him. What? But y'all getting married. You know, some shit that they should have been looking forward to first. You know, the shit that you said. You iron his clothes. Ain't no woman supposed to be ironing my shit. Hey, you ain't even got no real man, lady. You iron this nigga clothes. Okay, I don't mind you ironing my clothes, but shawty, that shouldn't even be that shouldn't be a compliment, man. My girl iron. Like, do you think men wake, bro? Man, my girl be ironing my clothes, man. For real, bro? Yeah, man. She used the Stay Flow. I know niggas don't use Stay Flow. It's 2020, but I'm old school. I'm from the 80s, bro. So look, man, she ironed my clothes with the Stay Flow, bro. Stay Flow starch, bro. For real? Yeah, man. Man, your girl a good girl, cause she iron your clothes. Get the fuck out of here. Who comes up with this shit? This is a fucking BET movie. Without the curse words. And then when y'all break up, goodness, where I left off. I stopped looking at the damn phone. And then when y'all break up, you spend days trying to figure out what you did wrong. It wasn't you, Sharon. It wasn't you. It's okay. Okay, I left that part out. Prior to that, forgive me. None of that matters for the guy who's not ready. Okay, now back to the forefront. So if it wasn't for you, ladies, how does the guy fix it? Here it is. Y'all ready? Love is a decision, not an emotion. Boom. That's stupid as fuck. Like, women really eat this shit up? Like, this thing got 4,000 love? Guys subconsciously have been taught that love is an emotion. That everything has to feel a certain way. It's wrong and deadly. My God, women, if y'all believe this shit, y'all are on a road to be lonely at 80, 70, 60. I don't give a fuck, 50. Y'all gonna be some lonely motherfucking women, yo. If this type of dude that got your ear, y'all gonna be lonely as shit. This is the dumbest shit I've ever read. Love is a decision. Emotional decisions they exist, but to make the decision can be also either emotionally or logically, bro. Like, what are you talking about? It's a decision. It still could be an emotional decision, even though you shouldn't lead with emotions. You should lead with logic. He never mentioned that one time. This is why I know y'all women are gonna lose if y'all listen to people like this. Goodness. People eating this shit up. He has to decide to love you. The only way that feeling will ever be handled is if he makes the decision. The decision. With this nigga LeBron's, this has got to be LeBron's family member. The decision. Brought to you in part by Twitter. Fuck out of here. He has to face that uncertainty and say, I've decided to love. Side note, if I'm emotional, I still could decide to love you. I'm just an emotional decision maker. Oops. You gotta do better. Listen to people that's better than this, please. Come on. Oh, goofy ass Derek Jackson ass nigga. Anyway, let's continue. Because emotions are far too wishy-washy. Man, listen, stay away from men that say wishy-washy when he's trying to teach you something. You know, life, what is this, a life coach or relationship coach? Relationship coaches don't say wishy-washy. Come on, man. Wishy-washy to make permanent decisions. When he reaches a level of maturity, oh, now you saying the man ain't mature. Look, you just trash the shit out of the male gender at this point. Like, you ain't got nothing good to say. Or you can't just point out the fact that women, maybe it's you. Anyway, I decided saying that. Let's stop saying it. Where he decides to love. That is when you have a man emotionally ready to date and marry. No! You want the man to be logically ready to marry so he can be mature enough to make less emotional decisions. That way he can rationally and logically love you because he desires to be with you, not emotionally wants to be with you. Because there's people around here moving off emotions because emotions are deadly. But remember, I want you to pay attention to what he said. Guys subconsciously have been taught that love is an emotion, that everything has to feel a certain way. It's wrong and deadly. And then he comes down here and says, It's when you have a man emotionally ready to date you and marry you. He just contradicted himself. Like if there was like a verbal fucking debate, I just stabbed this nigga in the heart. And I'm twisting the knife because he loses. It's just that easy. Like, come on, pay attention to what he writes. This is dumb. Dude, you're fired as a relationship coach, bro. If this is what you're doing, you're fired. Anyway, so if you're in one of those relationships you have been, that's typically what happened. I'll advise you to talk with your man about this. That should have been said in the very beginning, but you did not. Let's continue. It's not an easy talk, especially because he won't wanna read this shit ever again. Admit to you that that's what's happening. What happened? What the fuck is the... Man, English is whooping this nigga's ass, bro. But it is so necessary. Get a man who wakes up every day and decides to love you. Everything won't be peaches, but you know he gonna want some of the peaches at night when he's eating the... Okay, he didn't say all that. But anyway, but you know it. Won't be a waste of time. Hope I help. Bless you. Lord have mercy. Roxy Janine, based off of the inbox you my video. Damn it, I'm so fucking disappointed in her. I'm so disappointed in her. Listen, the comment section is hilarious. I might go live sometime this week because we're gonna go over these comments. Man, I'm a fucking... We go football tackle this discussion. I appreciate y'all for watching. I didn't want this to be long. I didn't think it would be long, but it was very long and long-winded as he was, because all these words are so unnecessary and stupid. Anyway, it's Huggie Pacino for the Huggie Pacino effect. Ladies, listen, know what you want and be sure about what you want and present yourself up front. And make sure you're sure about it. And it ain't about taking your time. It's about knowing what the hell you want and knowing who the hell you're dealing with. I'm just saying, man. I thought the man was finna bust out and say some shit about he got HIV, he's got the clap, he's got chlamydia, he's got that sugar shake. Okay, I'm fucking with... Okay, fuck sugar shake. I'm joking, but anyway. No, let me be serious. So I thought he was gonna say, oh, he got a wife, he got a girlfriend, he got a baby on the way. I thought he was gonna say some shit that'd be like, wow, this is just basically a man that's not interested in you as much as he was when y'all fucked the second time and the first time, and went out the first time and the second time, or when y'all cuddled. That's a thing, you know. Yeah, let me tell y'all something before I go, because I know I'm long-winded myself. Once upon a time, in the project, no, seriously, once upon a time, I met this girl, okay? Met this girl, I liked her a whole lot. I bought her a cake, I bought her some roses, I bought a card, and cause we had met on, I'm gonna go back to MySpace. I bought her a cake, I bought her some roses, I bought her a card, okay? And this was my approach. Like, yo, we meet for the first time. I met her, and she was a beautiful, lady. I met her. I gave her a cake. It was a custom cake, too, that I baked. I want to put that out there. I baked this custom cake with my bare hands. I bought the roses. They were real. I bought a card, and in the card was I'm talking about one of those mahogany joints too. It was like $10 or whatever. But it ain't about the money, it's about the thought. Okay, so I did this. Okay, cool. She like, oh my God. And then the thing she said that, I love roses, they're so beautiful, blah 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 blah. And she seemed genuine, and she just hugged me, and it was like, oh my God, this is so sweet of you, blah 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 blah. It's one thing I wanted to pay attention to. I started thinking to myself, I saw 2 posts on her MySpace page, because at the time we had this thing called The Wall, right? There's 2 things that she did. In the past, people have bought her roses, right? one was a secret admirer and one was her friend. I was looking forward sometime that week to be like, are you going to post those flowers that I bought you? But I'm not asking those questions. In the back of my mind, I said, this is my way of seeing if she would express the things that I bought her. Because she expressed things that people had bought for her. One was a secret admirer and one was a friend. And I want to say that that friend was a male friend. I put that out there. So, give or take, I'm a male friend too, right? I'm not a secret admirer, so I expect the third post that I should see sometime that week. And I'm saying that week because I'm not expected to be up there right away. This girl had made multiple fucking statuses. And I want to say the second week I started thinking to myself, goodness, she just ain't gonna say nothing about what I bought her. So then I started thinking to myself, I wonder how many guys that she's met that's bought shit for her. So you know what I said, right? I said, second time, I'm gonna go buy a bear. I found the biggest fucking teddy bear I could think of. This time we going on a date. So my date was like, oh, I'm gonna get a rose, but I'm gonna get like a bunch of roses this time. Cause I said, I gotta go colossal. I gotta do it bigger. So I got like I got a dozen of them, dozen roses. And I got this big ass teddy bear. This teddy bear had a t-shirt on and it had a picture of her face on it. I went all out for this gift, right? I bought this shit, I gave it to her. That's okay, cool. And man, she literally like went into tears, like damn near cried, like, oh my God, nobody never did this for me, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just thinking like, maybe somebody had bought this fucking big ass teddy bear before and put your face on a t-shirt before. I thought this wasn't original, but I'm a different type of guy. I like to go over the top. And keep in mind, this is our first date. We went to it's a place called Majanto's. It's a Italian restaurant in Nashville. We drove to Nashville. I made it my business because we was off that whole weekend. I drove to Nashville, which is 3 hours from Memphis. I drove to Nashville. We went to this Italian restaurant. We had a good time. We spent time. We went to a movie. The whole weekend was to ourselves. Now, I want to put this out there. Me and this girl never had sex. We didn't do anything. Everything was cool. Did you know when I took that girl home that the shit that y'all reading right here, she did it to me. I noticed that she wasn't really interested. She wasn't even responding to the next day. Like, she was like, oh, I didn't even see you text me. I said, oh, okay. So I'm like, something must be wrong with my phone. I said, okay, cool. Maybe so, maybe not. I would call. I would text. And then what I started doing, I started texting, and I started calling. I didn't get any answers. So then I started thinking to myself, because at that time, around the time I was feeling hurt, I wasn't really into MySpace no more. I was like on Facebook, but at the time, Facebook was developing. They didn't have a mobile thing for the phones or whatever. So I go on MySpace and I'm like, oh, she's just making statuses and shit about how some guys are. And that turned me off. Like, why are we talking about these? And then she ain't saying a specific guy. She just talking about how men are and how guys are doggish. And I'm like, why am I seeing this? And you got a guy over here that just took you to a fucking expensive ass Italian restaurant and bought shit and spent the quality time with you. You know what I'm saying? Obviously you like me because the motherfucker she had flirt with me like often. So I'm like, yo, okay, I'm gonna bite back. Like, what's up? How you doing? She inboxed me. She chose me. She wanted to talk to me. I'm like, okay, cool. So I say all that to say, maybe it's just her. I didn't really question. Maybe she had a boyfriend. Maybe she ended up meeting a different guy. Maybe I was the side nigga. Maybe she didn't want me to be the side nigga. Maybe she just wanted to prevent me from falling for her. But then again, spent the whole weekend with me. Maybe she just wanted to use me for a good time because that shit happens too. And maybe she just enjoyed gifts, but she didn't want me. That happens. And I want to be fair. Men do the same shit. So I don't appreciate this dumbass shit that I just read here. But anywho, it's Huggie Pacino for Huggie Pacino Effect. I'm out. Peace. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Sorry this was long, but it needs to be. I'm out. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel by hitting the red subscribe button. and make sure you hit the notification bell. If you have problems receiving notifications, make sure you unsubscribe and then resubscribe and hit the bell again. On the right hand side, all of my channels will be available, and subscribe to all of them, because with YouTube censorship, there's no telling where I might have to move around. So make sure you subscribe to all channels available. And if you have a cell phone, in the description box of each and every single upload, you can follow me on social media. You can also contact me via phone and email, and there will be a link to each channel to subscribe to. And also, don't forget to check out my playlists, my vision series, and my uploads over the past few years. You can go all the way back to the memory lane as well. If you would like to donate, Cash App and PayPal, $Huggie Pacino, paypal.com/Huggie Pacino. Thank you for watching. I am Huggie Pacino for the Huggie Pacino Effect. Thank you.